Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chris Cooper, known as the Channel Guy Trader, and I'm reporting to you live from Wall Street Trading's Miami office down in sunny South Florida. Today's date is Monday, September the 30th, 2013, and here is today's midday market update brought to you by WallStreetTrading.com. I want to first start by taking a look to see how the indices are trading for the session so far. The Dow is currently down 116 points, the Nasdaq's down 10.5 points, and the S&P 500 is down 9.5 points. We take a look at the breadth on the market today. It's very in favor. It's very in favor of the bears today. Here we have about 4,307 issues declining on the NYSE, Nasdaq, and the Amex. We have about 1,841 issues advancing on the NYSE, Nasdaq, and the Amex. So a little midday market reading on the breadth. It's pretty much in favor of the bears, close to a little over 3 to 1 there. It looks like about. So in any case, let's go and take a look at some of the top sectors in the market today. We have TNA, which is a Russell 2000, up 2.5% from the open, meaning that the Russell 2000 sold off. Will gap down this morning. They've been rallying it ever since they opened up, along with FAS, same thing. SMH Semiconductors, same thing. XHB. So top of the list, ETF change from open. We have the Russell 2000, the financials, the semiconductors, the home builders. Silver is up there at the top of the list as well, up close to 1% or 0.80% from the open. ETFs or sectors at the bottom of the list. At the bottom of the list here, we have the volatility index, which is down close to 1% from the opening price. Meaning the VIX did gap up this morning, but it has been fading since then. Along with the IYR down 0.5%. TLT, the bonds are down from the opening price at 0.5%. XLP, consumer staples, and the coal stocks are at the bottom of the list from the ETF change from open list here, percentage wise. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about this market. Starting off, we did have the market gap down about 15 handles this morning. We opened up at 1670 on the ES, as you can see here on the 5-minute chart, and we're currently down still 10.5 points. A nice little rally off the open, nice little bottoming tail that came in on the 5-minute chart. What are a couple of the clues that showed us that we had a possibility of making a move to the top side? Well, going into the session, we had an overnight range here between 1676 and 1672 on the ES. You guys can see that here pretty clean. Little 4-point range in the ES. But then around 5 o'clock this morning, we started to make a little downtrend, which allowed us to draw in this nice little downward sloping bullish channel. You guys know 70% of the time these downward channels usually break to the top side. And when they do resolve to the downside, you usually get some heavy selling pressure. But in any case here, this morning they broke the ES to the top side. We have a nice little bottoming tail. All right, we sold off about 4 points. We sold off from 1670 to 1666.75, so about 3.25. We sold down. They rallied it right off the lows. A little snapback showed you that there were some buyers down there, and then since then we've just been really taking off here. Now in the afternoon session here, we're trading in a range between 1678, okay, and 1674. If you expect them to buy the market and close on the highs, well, this is actually a decent area to get involved against using the 1674 quarter as a stop. Target back up towards the highs. If you expect them to roll it back over, well, then you can work off the bottom of the range of that 1672, which should act as support since it was an overnight range. Broke as resistance back inside of it, and now should act as support if we were to come back down. We break back below 1672. You want to watch that 1670 level, and then we could also use this trend line, which comes in at 1668 if we were to go back down there, then the low 1666.75. Top side, watch the 1678.21 level. Above that, you have 1680, 1683, and 1685. All right, taking a look at the 15-minute chart, you can see things a little bit better here. Nice little overnight range. Nice little overnight range. Again, they broke us back inside the range, meaning that this whole action right here was a bear trap, a little shakeout action down there. And now we double topped a little bit up here. And again, this is that range that we're forming right here in the afternoon session. 30-minute chart, see the same thing. 1 second, 30-minute chart on the ES, see the same thing here. And little rally back to the range, and now we're back underneath the 1676 level. Key points to watch today: 1676, 1672. All right, because right now we have a nice little bull trap above 1676, nice little bear trap below 1672. If they bring us back, we hold below 1676, they can bring us all the way back down to 1672. And then we'll see what happens. If we hold above 1676, we can take us back up towards the highs. The Russell 2000 also had the same setup with the similar setup with the downward bullish channel. The Nasdaq was a little bit different. It had a little downward trend line. If you take a look at the 50-minute chart, you can see that. All right, so let's take a look at the other indices here, starting off with the triple Qs. Again, the Nasdaq, nice little rally. All right, filled the gap. Got a gap fill around the net on the triple Qs here, and now we're kind of just trading sideways. Same thing for the Russell 2000. Gap fill, nice little trend line right here. That's a little bit vulnerable for a break. We break that little trend line, we can come back down to 106. We break back below 106. We can come back down here towards say 105.70 on the IWM, which is a Russell 2000. S&P double topped. We found resistance at this key 168.30 level. Now, where does that 168.30 level come from? Let me take a look here. I have that old trend line in there, and that 168.30 level comes from, what do you know, this price action that took place right here. So let me go ahead and draw this over. 1 second. And it looks like the SPY holds below that area. Okay, 168.30, which you guys just saw where I got that from now. All right, we could possibly break this little pivot low right here, then come all the way back down towards 167.70 if you're watching the SPY. So we'll keep an eye on what happens. 2 p.m. you have the whole discussion regarding the government shutdown. Everything's supposed to take place again at 2 p.m. And if nothing happens by midnight tonight, the government's supposed to be shut down after that. So we'll see. All this action in the afternoon could get a little bit choppy, since after 2 p.m. they can come out with different little news pieces before between 2 and 4 o'clock that can cause the market to pick up some volatility. As far as some stocks on the radar that they're trading here today, let's bring them up. Let's take a look at a couple of them. Yeah, we did also talk about the euro getting a nice bounce today, and that already took place, and now it's pulling back a bit. So that's why I have the euro chart up here. I was doing a little bit of euro trading, but major move came in around 8:15 this morning. Some strong stocks in the market this morning. You have Sohu, very strong name. All right, nice move. Remember, this was a strong stock from last week, so when it gapped down this morning, on the gap down, strong stocks get bought up. Same way for on a gap up, weak stocks that gap up with the general market get faded. All right, this one got bought up pretty nasty. It's up 5%, up close to $4. Taking a look, another strong name that we've been talking about here in our chat room, which haven't been really following that much, but it has been in play as far as the day trade goes. LNG, one of the stronger natural gas stocks out there, also a Chinese play. Keep an eye on this name, looks to go higher. What else? CLF up 3% from the opening price today. This is coal stocks. I'm sorry, this is steel stock here. Gap down, nice little big bar on the open. Now it's forming this nice little tight pennant. Keep an eye on this name in the afternoon. Probably get a nice little trade there. Let's see here. GMCR up 2% from the opening price. MGM casinos are in play today. Anything else in play today, Irv, that you noticed? You guys been watching? You said the solar stocks were moving a little bit today to the downside. They're chopping around a bit here. Let's see. CSIQ was the strongest solar out there. CSIQ, TSL. So CSIQ, nice little movement in that stock today. That's a strong solar stock. TSL, these stocks have been trading pretty nice. Another new high today. All right, so there's some action out there. Again, we're just focusing on some of this market action and taking some trades here and some of those momentum names, Facebook, some of those names that have been in play. So aside from that, make sure you guys have a safe trading afternoon. Have a great day. I'll catch you guys for the after the bell market summary after around say 5 o'clock or so. Take care.